Good evening to one and all of you. This is Dr. Krishna Kumar from Coimbatore making this presentation on Akshaya Bio Research Foundation and their wonderful products, two products. First, I'm going to talk about Akshaya Alkaline molecule drops, and then I'm going to talk about Akshaya Biofuel Saver. Already I've made a presentation about Oystron Gold Live, and the video is already available on my YouTube about the complete business plan. So the intention of this video is to describe in detail the two products and how these two products basically work. What are the benefits and what is the value proposition of using these two products. So without further ado, let's get into the video, and I'm going to talk about this interesting product, Akshaya Alkaline Molecule Drops, which is a wonderful product. Basically, human beings require three things, as all of you know: food, water, and air inputs. Basically, water is a H2O, two molecules of hydrogen, one molecule of oxygen, and this water is important for our functioning of our cells, and it forms the basic life and cells, tissues, and organs. So water means life. And food, unfortunately, the food that we take today, are basically, and the water that we drink must be alkaline, as our body is alkaline. Today, 70% of our body is water and 70% of our brain is water, made of water molecules. But the kind of water that we are drinking today is all acidic and not alkaline, and we are drinking dead water, which has no minerals or any dissolved salts. Most of it is infectious and dead water. Now, the pH level of the water determines how acidic or alkaline the water is that we drink and food that we eat. The pH means potency of hydrogen. The pH level means potency of hydrogen. That determines the acidic nature or alkaline nature of both food and water that we consume. And the value of the range of pH varies from 0 to 14. The pH level 7 is neutral or is said to be balanced. It's neither acidic nor alkaline. If the pH level or potency of hydrogen is below 7, it is considered as acidic, be it water or food. Any value of pH value above 7, it is considered to be alkaline, and as I said, the maximum value is 14. Now, all of us consume water either from the tap or borewell, or people use RO water, canned water, bottled water. All of this has a pH value of between 6.5 to 7. As I earlier told you, it is less than 7, so it's all acidic and mostly it is dead water. If you take the RO water, the filtered water, it does not contain any minerals like calcium, phosphates, nitrates, all the essential salts that is required for the growth of our bones and tissues. So this is the major problem. So what we today eat and drink should be in the ratio of 70% alkaline and 30% acidic. But today it is in the reverse order. Means we are consuming 30% alkaline and 70% acidic water and food. So this tilts the balance totally on the side of higher intake of acidic food and water. So you can see the pH scale here clearly shown. And if you see the water and blood on the right side, baking soda, stomach tablets, automation, and on the right side, which is alkaline, and on the other side, all the acidic products are indicated. So today, because we are consuming 70% acidic and 30% alkaline, we are heading towards a deep trouble in terms of managing our health. So we need to balance our pH level and neutralize acidity, and Akshaya Alkaline molecule drops is indispensable. So you can create your own alkaline water by just adding a few drops to the water that you drink and stay healthy by altering the pH level to above 8. And when you add 2 drops of our alkaline molecules, the water, whatever be the value below 7, gets converted into 8.6 alkaline level. Now let me quickly take you through some of the food products that giving you some examples about the pH level to make you further understand what exactly is the potency of hydrogen. So if you take the orange juice, for example, it has a pH value of 3.3, coffee has a pH value of 5, chicken has a value of 5.3 to 6.5 pH, and this paratha which we eat has 5 to 5.5 pH level. By adding just 2 drops of Akshaya Alkaline molecule drops, it turns all the acidic products into alkaline products with a pH value of 8.5. You can easily check this out. We can use it further in all types of food that we today eat. For example, this alkaline water has tremendous properties like hydration, energizer, powerful electrode. It has essential minerals, like I told you, boosts immunity and revives your entire biological system. Let's get into it in more detail in the coming slides. Now the basic question here to stop over and think is, why should we be drinking Akshaya Alkaline water, and how adding 2 drops of Akshaya Alkaline molecule drops helps us in all types of food. For example, you would be preparing the buri or chapati, buri which is made in traditional oil, and if you see, it absorbs a lot of oil, but when you add 2 drops of alkaline molecules and prepare this puri, it does not have any trace of oil in it. It's amazing, but you can try this out. And you can use it in for washing vegetables and greens, which remains fresh, and you can check that out. And it also removes all types of viruses and other toxins. In chicken and mutton that you cook, you can add a few drops of alkaline molecules, and it gets converted from acidic state into alkaline stage. If you take the broiler egg, it turns into country chicken. Taste egg turns into a country egg. And alkaline drops, alcohol, which is highly acidic, turns alkaline. You can use it by adding 2 drops of alkaline molecules. However, I would recommend you not to do that, because alcohol consumption is not good for health. But however, when consuming it, if you are very particular that you're used to that habit, there is nothing wrong in adding 2 drops so that you don't damage your health. And water, this alkaline water provides hydration, and that's where when you work out, a lot of sweat comes out through your sweat glands and your body. And water is also an excellent lubricant, and its form of alkaline water increases the oxygen level and also is a very good hydrant. And alkaline water is an excellent product which has immense benefits. Now coming to the alkaline water, there is a unique property. Alkaline water starves cancer cells, because cancer cells cannot grow faster in alkaline water, but they can do so in acidic medium. I repeat, this is the basic thing that you should understand. So acidic medium, the cancer cells multiply faster than in alkaline medium. So the alkaline water contains further lots of calcium and other minerals like magnesium, potassium, that is required for bone growth and strength. Alkaline water reduces acidic levels in your bloodstream and further purifies your blood. When you use alkaline drops, your blood becomes purified, and that's a wonderful natural property of the alkaline drops, and it gets rid of the excess acidity in your blood, and hence lowers the risk of you being, you know, put to great trouble, being infected with some chronic diseases. Further, it is a energizer, as I showed you in the previous slide. It has oxygen. It has an oxygen carrying capacity, and hence gives more energy to your body. And that is one of the wonderful properties of this, alkaline molecule drops. So antioxidants in the blood, oxygen carrying capacity increases, and further, it has anti-aging properties. It has anti-aging properties, slows down your aging. It reduces wrinkles in your skin. Black rings below your eyelids is removed. It changes the color of your skin to its original state. You can apply the alkaline drops to the black patches below your eyelids. You can see it vanish within 48 hours. It is wonderful. So whenever you get some, deep cuts, wounds that don't heal, you can apply it directly, and within 24 hours, the wound gets healed. And it regulates your metabolism. Kidney has an inbuilt function to balance the pH level, but because of its overload, it breaks down today, and it needs external support of alkaline water, and Akshaya Alkaline molecule drops becomes indispensable to assist the kidney to perform its cleansing function. So the alkaline water also cleanses your intestines. Both large and small intestines are cleaned, and hence it reduces constipation. And constipation is a major cause for piles. Constipation is a major cause for piles, as the organisms get accumulated and there is a growth of it. And alkaline water is an has excellent result in for piles. It can be applied directly to the area of the anus, and it gives wonderful results within 24 hours. Even bleeding piles cases, it has had profound impact. Also, our alkaline drops, molecule drops, Akshaya drops, reduces cholesterol. It has an excellent property of reducing the acidity in the blood, hence the cholesterol levels are reduced drastically. Also, as I said, Akshaya Alkaline drops has detoxification effect. It removes all the toxins through sweat, urine, and stools. So when toxins from your body is removed through three sources, through sweat, urine, and stools, your body and metabolism gets fine-tuned and you enjoy good health. But when one of these three functions does not take place properly, then body becomes sick, because your accumulated toxins lead to a lot of problems in our body. So here also it is a detoxification. It detoxifies your blood, liver, gallbladder, kidneys, pancreas, intestines, and also it reduces your BP, blood pressure, and blood pressure plus cholesterol can increase your chances of being impacted by cardiac problems. So this is another very important thing. So high BP and cholesterol increases the chances of cardiac problem, and particularly when you also develop, diabetes, it becomes very fatal sometimes. So when the glucose level increases in the blood, it leads to diabetic condition, and diabetes can lead to cardiac problems. Now, when the blood carries more acidic molecules, the chances of the glucose level reduction in the blood becomes less, and there is more chances of you becoming diabetic. But when the acidic level in the blood gets reduced by the use of alkaline water, the results have shown that the glucose level in your blood gets drastically decreased. So As well, it also increases the functions of the pancreas that secretes insulin, which can neutralize your excess glucose. That's a very, very important function. So the alkaline water neutralizes excess glucose by making the pancreas secrete insulin that can neutralize the excess glucose that is in your body. And also, kinds of, if you have diabetic foot, you can apply it directly to your foot, and any parts where you have the symptoms of diabetes, either burning feet, or you have some wounds that don't heal for many months, you can apply it directly. Within 10 hours you can see that it's gone, it's healed, and it's cured. We have tested this product. It is working amazing result. It has given us amazing results. Now, all that we eat and drink today is acidic. I'm again reminding you that once again, to tell you that you need to be very cautious about how to reduce this acidity. There are two main causes for why all that we eat and drink is acidic. One is the poor diet that we take today. The diet we eat is just enough for filling our stomach, but does not give us the nutrients, proteins, carbohydrates, and other essential minerals that are required for our body and organs. Second is we are exposed to constant environmental toxins that further puts us into deep trouble. Now, alkaline water is also an excellent pain manager. For example, you can try applying this to people suffering from migraine headaches on both sides of the forehead, on the forehead a bit, and people suffering from chronic, backaches, neck pain, severe bone or joint problems. You can apply a few drops of alkaline molecules directly, and massage it in the clockwise and anti-clockwise gently, and it's gone. So alkaline water further has various minerals, salts like magnesium, calcium, potassium, phosphates that is required for healthy bones and prevents osteoporosis. The total dissolved salts are high in alkaline water, and alkaline water has the potent antioxidants that can prevent growth of cell damaging radicals. So that is another wonderful benefit. So when you prevent growth of cell damaging radicals, the chances of getting cancer and other ailments is very low. The excess acid or acidic content in your stomach and gastrointestinal tract can damage the inner lining of your stomach and windpipe, which can cause ulcers. So alkaline water also can be applied to black spots, pimples, moles, and also can be used for removing dandruff, anti-dandruff agent. It has worked very well. And another area where alkaline water works wonders is in the women's health care and anti-aging. As an anti-aging product, it has given tremendous results because basically women suffer from various types of menstrual problems. Fibroid tumors may occur, and sometimes they have irregular periods, overbleeding, excess flow, low flow, urinary tract infections, ovarian cysts, various types of problems, irregular periods. All this can be cured by use of alkaline molecule drops. Continued use, you can even for urinary tract infections apply it to the sensitive part directly, and for, as I said, it can be applied regularly on the stomach portion and on the private parts when there is excess flow or bleeding, and all the irregularities get remedied, and it's an excellent remedy. And in the case of tooth pain, especially when you apply a few drops, the tooth pain goes in just 60 seconds. And we have applied it to varicose vein, even for bleeding cases, with even pus. It has all dried. The secret is very simple. Detoxification process, as I reminded you, takes place once you take alkaline water. So all the bad elements comes out of your body through urine, and automatically you find the remedy and the miracle starts happening. Now I move on to the second wonderful product, the Petroleum product, which is the another product. But before that, I would like to touch upon one more point. See, today women conceiving naturally is not happening, and there is a lot of artificial insemination centers, because more and more women are becoming infertile due to their lifestyles being exposed to various stresses and changes, biological changes. And this problem can be addressed by use of our alkaline drops, which has yielded wonderful results. So they can, get that wonderful blessing of giving birth to a child naturally, becoming a natural mother, and not through any artificial insemination. So I'm proceeding next to the Akshaya Biofuel Saver product, which is another wonderful product introduced by this company. And this product has given miraculous results in terms of not only saving our fuel cost, but also saving this planet, preserving this green earth, reducing pollution and emissions. So it saves fuel on all two-wheelers. For 2 liters of petrol, you can add 2 drops. About 2 to 3 liters, you can add 3 drops. If you have 3 liters and just a little above, up to 5 liters, you can add 4 drops of alkaline biofuel saver. And above 5 liters, you can add 5 drops. Now 50 to 60% you will get extra mileage. It can save you a lot of money, and enhanced engine performance, no carbon emission, and protection from environmental pollution, and also life of your engine is extended with low maintenance cost. On 4-wheelers, you can also use Akshaya Biofuel Saver for both cars, both petrol and diesel, buses, jeeps, trucks, lorries. When you use it for cars, full tank, you can use up to 6 drops. You will get, for any type of car, 200 to 250 kilometers extra minimum mileage for a full tank of fuel, be it petrol or diesel. For buses and lorries, you get up to minimum 40% saving on diesel consumption. We have tested this on more than 20,000 vehicles. For example, if a lorry or a bus has 80 liters to 100 liters of diesel in the tank, you can just add only 6 drops and you will find the results. Above 100 liters up to 220 liters, you can add 7 to 8 drops in the lorries or buses. And you can also use this in diesel borewell, diesel pump sets, petrol and diesel gen sets. For up to 5 liters, you can add 3 drops. Above 5 liters, you can add up to 5 drops. And you can just test this and get amazing results. Now a little bit of going into the Petroleum, history of Petroleum and how our product really works. I'm going to give you a scientific explanation about how our biofuel saver works. Petroleum is a fossil fuel which is a result of decay of sea plants and animals that are dead and decayed and buried several thousand meters below the Earth's surface. So, petrol is a hydrocarbon. What is hydrocarbon? Contains hydrogen and carbon atoms. So, hydrogen plus carbon atoms contaminated with sulfur. So, when you try to dig for crude oil, which is a basic source or raw material for petroleum, hydrocarbon, you get it's contaminated with sulfur. So all the fuels have some contamination levels of sulfur. So what happens here? Sulfur, when combined with oxygen, becomes sulfur dioxide. This sulfur dioxide further combines with hydrogen to form dilute sulfuric acid, And this sulfuric acid is washed with rain, and this is what is experienced as acid rain that damages the soil and sometimes the skin when you're exposed to such acid rains. And this is something very, very important and to be noted. So this hydrocarbon, as I said, is basically nothing but the is got from the crude oil, which is the raw material when you dig into when you dig for oil wells several thousand meters below the surface of the earth, and you hit upon the crude oil, which is green, dark green, or it is almost black like a tar. So this is basically the raw material for the hydrocarbon petrol. In 1859, Edwin Drake sank the first oil well in Pennsylvania state of USA. When he first sank the well and took this oil out, it was basically used for only two things. One is it was used for heating and lighting purpose. And in 1859, something interesting happened. Henry Ford came in and he started manufacturing cars, designing automobiles with petrol engines. And Henry Ford and Ford Motors was well known in the world, and the demand for petrol started surging. With the coming of the World War I, the next event, big event that happened in the world, there was a big demand for petrol worldwide. Now, as I told you quickly, going back to the hydrocarbon, which is a petrol, which has hydrogen and carbon atoms, which I want to explain to you how our product works, just giving you a brief note of what is petrol. Hydrogen plus carbon atoms, so it has 6 to 10 carbon molecules and 10 to 15 hydrogen molecules. Now, how petrol produces energy? That's the basic question that all of you should understand. How does petrol produce energy? It produces energy by combustion. Combustion means burning. So what is burnt here? The hydrocarbon fuel is burnt. Where it is burnt? In the engine. That is why it is called as internal combustion engine. I think most of you would be aware of this fact. So when hydrocarbon is burnt in your engine, in the internal combustion engine, you get heat energy, and this heat energy is used for propelling the engine of your car or your bike, for that matter. So the internal combustion engine, so combustion means is a process of burning. What is burnt here? Hydrocarbon. And for any burning process, I hope all of you know what oxygen is required. So when oxygen is required, and how you get this oxygen? See, you have the carburetor in your two-wheeler, which again allows this oxygen to combine with the fuel and to burn the fuel in your engine. Now the same oxygen is got in the case of car through an air filter. You would have heard about air filter. So the basic function of an air filter is to take the air in, mix it with the petrol so that the combustion process takes place. So in the hydrocarbon, what happens? Hydrogen, hydrocarbon plus oxygen. So it is, first of all, hydrocarbon combines with oxygen, burnt. It results in water and carbon dioxide plus energy. I repeat, hydrocarbon plus oxygen. So hydrogen, oxygen combines, you get H2O. Carbon, oxygen combine, you get CO2, carbon dioxide, and then you get heat as a result of burning. Now, how is energy produced? By burning. What is the science behind the burning process? Okay, I have given you the equation, that is hydrocarbon plus oxygen results in H2O plus CO2 plus energy. Now, how energy is produced by burning hydrocarbon? First, breaking of the carbon hydrogen bonding and breaking of carbon carbon bonding takes place. So you need to carefully listen to me. Carbon-hydrogen bonding and breaking of carbon-carbon bonding. Then recombining carbon plus oxygen bond. Carbon plus oxygen, CO2. Combining hydrogen plus oxygen bond, H2O level, H2O, water. Now you must understand very clearly here, how does our fuel saver work? It simply increases the hydrogen molecules. Now you might ask me, why should the hydrogen molecules be increased? I will explain that. So I repeat, first breaking of carbon-hydrogen bonding, carbon-carbon bonding happens. Then this recombining carbon-oxygen bond, CO2, hydrogen-oxygen bond, H2O. Our fuel saver works by increasing hydrogen molecule. Why should we increase hydrogen molecules? Answering that question. Now there are two types of hydrocarbons. One is unsaturated hydrocarbon and another is saturated hydrocarbon. In unsaturated hydrocarbon has less hydrogen molecules, and saturated hydrocarbons has more hydrogen molecules. And unsaturated hydrocarbons, I repeat, has less hydrogen molecules and produces less energy. So unsaturated hydrocarbon produces less energy when burnt than saturated hydrocarbon. Now what is unsaturated hydrocarbon? Petrol is unsaturated hydrocarbon and not saturated hydrocarbon. So petrol has less molecules of hydrogen and hence produces less energy. Now you understood what I am trying to clearly convey as a point. So if you increase this hydrogen in unsaturated hydrocarbon, your energy level increases. So petrol is unsaturated hydrocarbon. So there is a need to increase hydrogen molecule to get more energy when burnt that functions, and that function is performed by Akshaya fuel saver. And that exactly is what is done by this miraculous product. I hope I have given you a clear scientific explanation of how our product works. So the resulting benefit, it saves a lot of fuel, saves money, and saves and preserves this green earth. Thank you so much for your patient listening, and it was wonderful making this presentation to you, and I would be mostly honored and thankful to address any questions, queries. If you have any, you can leave it on the comments box below, and you can also WhatsApp me, call me, or text me regarding any questions, concerns that you may have regarding this product or business opportunity. I would be more than happy to address them. And my request to you would be, please do not skip this video and go through the entire video. I hope you would have gone through it and you would have enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you once again.